Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, the ruler of the underworld, and today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of Four Knights of the Apocalypse, chapter 115, titled The Battle of the Albion. So, yeah, I guess we're going to have a fight focusing on an Albion. It's not a big thing, it's like a very much like a more of a, how do I say this, child's fantasy kind of fulfillment type of chapter where you have this giant creature going up against a dragon type of situation, and yeah, it's pretty child as such is even referenced by the characters themselves, but what could you, I suppose? Those and to be fair, it is gonna be fun. It's just it was just kind of like you need some of these like lighter and more fun chapters. But anyways, we start this chapter off with the Albion his backside as he's walking. As they we see fun again, I bet it's most meant to like show off the size of this thing. As we see the characters talking over the walking king Albion, which does make me kind of wonder if in the anime they're gonna actually have people like little chibi bubbles around them talking to one another, or if they are going to have like little, or if they're gonna be in the room when they're gonna be talking. But anyway, Anne says, "Hey, where's the behemoth anyway? We've walked a whole lot." As I is like, "Yeah, if it's that big, you'd think we would have a good view of it by now," which is referencing again. Like the thing, like we got a size comparison, chibi one, but we got a size comparison to things, and like yeah, that thing is like Demon King looks like it's about the size of its from his mouth to. I'm not exactly sure how big it was, but I don't think it was like that big of a difference between the mouth to nose to between Demon King and the thing. So yeah, the thing is ginormous. As then we have Zaharin, I believe it was called, or as uh, tells Percival, "There's no way about it. We've already on top of the behemoth's back." What? Wait, so you guys didn't even notice that you were on top of him? Like, did you not like? How that? Okay, on which part of him did you guys walked on top to a point you just not? The point you didn't even realize. Like, there wasn't like no really kind of moving shaped mountain you or something you're walking on top of, or is that just, or is the behemoth, or did you guys just like I don't know, or was the behemoth actually a lot closer than we give him credit for? Although, actually, now that I think about it, I don't think it was ever stated exactly. I don't think it was ever stated exactly if those mountains were moving on their own or if that was the behemoth itself moving, which if the behemoth itself is the entire demon place, then maybe that would be quite terrifying. We find out that the whole demon pass and everyone there was actually on the ants on the opposite side of the behemoth itself. Oh my god! But regardless, we have Zarhandi be like, "You should know that you've been here before." As we have Cheapest be like, "Oh hey, it's Jiggly Me." That's how you call him. I think Zarhandi makes more sense than Jiggly Me. As they have Zahid saying, "No weird nicknames, please." I mean, unless you wanted him to refer to as Zahid, I don't think it would make much sense otherwise to call him anything else. But anyway, there Zahid explained to us, but the behemoth, this Albion is pretty much like a flea. A flea? Whoa! I mean, again, it's very. I mean, I'm not really surprising. We actually even do see a bit of a size compared to anything, as we see the Albion like walking more like a distant enough the point you can see him fully, compared to like a little part of uneven or like a tree or something. I can't really tell what those things are, but like, you can see like a size comparison, and all that's like a flea size basically, which is like I mean, it's kind of like one of those Ant-Man type of things, or when Atom or crabs like that when they shrink so low, there's something that looks like just a little bit of a dust, a little bit of dust. It's actually big, like a whole forest or something. But yeah. Anyways, then we have Donnie saying, "So you're saying the door might be somewhere around here?" And then I'd be like, "But as thick as this miasma is, how can we even search?" I don't think it would be that difficult. I mean, I get what the idea is. Like, if you have things in the way, you will not be able to tell the difference really. But like, I feel like a door should be at least somewhat noticeable, especially some magic portal or like maybe a weird shaped crystal with weird glow to it or weird making mana that kind of stand out from anything else. I'm assuming it's not like a indistinguishable. I mean, I think you might have even seen what the door we thought was going to appear in, unless if the door itself is actually a lot smaller of a range. I mean, granted, I don't think the Chaos Knights know what it is, but still. As then we have Zahid be like announcing something, as Lance was like, "You noticed it, noticed too, huh?" As Lance has a bit of a smirk, so I guess he finally found someone equal in terms of skill sets again for him. As then we have someone saying, "There's a fly launched onto us, braced for impact." As we have not, we have something else be like, "What?" Referring to Chaos Knights. So yeah, the Chaos Knights were spotted by Lancelot inside here. And there the Albion grabbing his hand, raising his hand, and slapping himself on the in the back. It's kind of like when you have like a fly on top of you. It's kind of this fly analogy that works so perfectly well. And then we have everyone kind of like falling down as we have no, not everyone. We have like captains be like, "Oh!" As Donnie falls down and Chiang grabs onto Tristan. It's all just kind of goes down. I'm not sure if Percival goes down or if Anne and Nausea just grab onto Percival, which is actually starts to bust a bit as they are all kind of twinkling as Nausea just kind of takes it. I guess all the 3-4 knights are actually just taking it. It's just that the other guys are kind of making the other move. As they have Chion screaming, "Look out, Patrician! The heck are you doing, Lancelot?" As Lancelot's like, "Huh, looks like we got company." As then we see a little cup, like a little part of Albion being thrown outside that Chaos Knights have thrown to be able to take it. As Chibi Lanzians appears as copying the Chaos Knights. I don't sense them at all. And with a little cork, like kind of jumping down on Albion's back. As Lance is like, they were so focused on hiding, they left their minds wide open. There's 6 or 7 of them. Huh. Interesting that he said 6 or 7 of them. Considering we know there's supposed to be 7. Maybe he's probably, I'm gonna say he's okay. Rosebank is very good at stealth, so she may not be able. So she may have, removed her presence a bit, but it's not on the level that Lancelot would not be able to see. Or maybe that's Tahan Duel being referenced, as he said, in fact, he referenced 7. Because I mean, he's either a Drool or a Goddess clan member, and it's unclear what he is. Although I guess this confirms to us that Gawain, at the bare minimum, is not on them, or like she's not hearing cloaks or something, unless if she's unconscious. Like they said wide open. I would assume someone who's unconscious would still have their mind wide open, but yeah. So we can assume. So yeah, there's still some weirdness. Oh, to be fair, maybe Lancelot's not. I mean, again, it could just be Lancelot just saying it, but we actually would know. But still, it's interesting how we know that first he fought 6, but then he was like, wait, man, there actually might be 7. I just have a hard time playing one down. Although maybe that's more, like, since I do feel like more is like the most skill on the group. I mean, that's what probably why he was put in charge. Then we see a close-up of what's inside the core, as we see all the Chaos Knights being there, as most like, do you think they're onto us? As they have, I think Tomonak saying, I thought we fully hide our presence. This might be a tricky foe. So yeah, which kind of makes me think it's on the mind thing, or I feel like don't know my reference, but again, it's kind of weird. As we have all the Chaos Knights located shot on the floor, and then I have the free hand and this guy be looking up is like, hey, and I'm like, oh, they have Baccarat saying, up guys, look up, as the Albion's finger goes down, since they're just in a hole and now it'll be easy to squish them. And they have the Albion's finger going down there to crush them, but because again the size isn't like 1-to-1, they didn't make it big enough for the Albion finger to go straight. They're just kind of like wiggling down. You have to like wiggle in there. As we see all the Chaos Knights kind of putting their helmets down, which is very inconvenient for Mort, like because of how long his helmet is. It's most like it's gonna flatten us. No. As then we have more back. Well, so be it. Arakdo, destroy the Albion. I guess Mort like was controlling Arakdo, which is the dragon they were using. As we see the dragon again, and then we have the dragon sending attacks at Albion as it hits him. As then we have one of the I guess our main cast with maybe Chion or Tristan or one of them being like, ah, look that little guy. They must be controlling that purgatory beast. If beast as a shark and Albion Kagets even sent backflies that that's coming down. As then we have not Lance be like, not too shabby, a worthy foe for the Albion to be sure. As Lance kind of excited is because he understands how this is gonna go. This is gonna be a giant mag versus a dragon. I mean, the size isn't that like it's classic badassery, but you know, you still get the excitement. As Donnie looks at him, he would be like, "Why is this like? Is this good, dude?" Well, you know, man, only this is gonna be a classic show off of awesome battles. They have Albion, or the Dragon and Aracto still flying around as the Albion goes for another punch, but the Dragon just kind of like slides around, like just kind of goes for a punch and it kind of just slides around there to completely dodge it and send another attack, which hits Albion again, and it's a bit. I mean, the blasts actually do a lot more damage than there's a size difference between the two, so it's not like it's like one of those things that the thing itself is like a fly, just like a large mosquito. It like is damaging a lot. And then we get another like kind of shaking away ones. Then it's like, duh, that guy can move faster, huh? Do we have any anti-air attacks? As they went, and just like, fire! Shoot that thing down! Damn it! It only takes commands of the demon in the demon's tongue. I guess they can attack. It's just that he doesn't speak demon language. So yeah, now he's in trouble. Oh shit! I cannot access these moves by this thing. I'm not at a high enough level yet, even though I'm already maxed out. As the other person will be like, wait, you need demon language? As then the person like, shoot! As then we have like a little blast charging up in Albion's mouth, and then it sends, I think, hellfire or whatever that fire demons have at the beast, and the beast sees that blast as it does hit the thing by the looks of things. So yeah, it did. So it was damaged. As Percy was like, "Whoa, look!" As if that sounds like, "Nice move, Percy," as he's kind of happy. Which is nice to see. But Lancelot kind of out of his like cool, badass older brother stage. So yeah, it's nice seeing Lancelot acting more like the rest. As they have Percy be like, "I'll keep up the barrage. Shoot, 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 shoot!" As he sends five of those energy of hellfire balls at them, which makes a giant explosion. So with all them together, as everyone's like, ah, as person like that was. Or Donnie, I think Donnie might be the one saying this, as he's like, that was too much, but he's still a bit excited, as person was like, oh no. As they're just saying, you gained 2 k away, Lancelot. And she was like, yeah. Well, you got in characters, since they had like the Chester platoon is kind of like the more chill and the kind of reserved ones. I mean, not totally chill, but like they're more sensible, if you want to call them anything. It's kind of like how King was the most sensible one in the 70 Sins and Mel as well, and like they're not as weird as the other ones. As then we see now shots of the explosion, as Lantern's like, oops, that was too fun for me. Which is kind of feels like what some people were saying. Alright, Lantern might enjoy being a troll, being in combat and all that, but he's not like he's that overly exciting when it comes to these prospects. So this might be like a fourth wall breaking king kind of thing. As then we have the Chaos Nets kind of emerging from the hole there, as Mortleg's like, what destructive force? Destructive force. We kind of got creamed. We kind of got creamed, Lord Mortlag, which makes me think that it was Bracklet speaking. Since the dragon, but we see the dragon is still moving from it, as it even, I think, sliced through Albion. I think that's what's happening. It's kind of difficult to say what hit him exactly. All we see is that there was Albion there standing, then a giant crack appeared in around his shoulder area, and it slides straight down the middle, so it kind of like it's gonna fall with one side thing. As then we see as then we see like a showing of this, as we have how this looks like the captain. This was almost right. It missed it almost missed the character. Well, it just missed the characters as we have Donnie be like, "Wow, the Albion's going down!" As then we have Lancer be like, "Not yet, ain't." And I'm trying to see if everyone still does. It's I think Donnie was a bit more on this side with Lancelot, with Tristan and Chance. I think the two of them are together. I mean, we see his sword and Percival, Nonsense, and Donnie look at, but I'm not sure if Tristan and Chance there. But they probably are, if someone mentions anything like that. As then we have a bit of an explanation of what this beast actually is, since it did so much damage against an Albion, so you'd think there has to be at least some story, even if Albions are not that particularly powerful. Like Albion's danger comes because they are big and they are golems, so it's gonna be like more they will take them down than like average, but even amongst average, it's not gonna be impossible. Like I think Malas could actually refer to them like toys, so yeah, like they're powerful, they're and dangerous and all, but they're toys to they're top of the verses. Well, top of the verses in terms of like on the upper halves or something. As we have more like saying the Arachdos are the Arachdos are purgatory beast. It's called the servant of the purgatory lord. It's said to prefer living in the harshest of purgatory conditions. The light from its eyes raises the earth and its armor reflects all magic elements. They may have not a neat toy here there, but it can quite match up with an Arachdo. So yeah, there's a bit of an explanation, which Purgatory Lord may be a character we're gonna meet later, maybe an ally of Arthur, or maybe one of the four pearls, or whatever they're called. Not sure what about him. It's kind of difficult to say, especially since apparently these are just like, I mean, it's weird. They're called servants of the Purgatory Lord, but they're serving the Chaos Knights, and not even like the highest ranking. I mean, more like maybe on the higher end of the scale when it comes to Chaos Knights, but I don't think he's like, amongst the highest ranks. It's kind of like how it's kind of like how Ironside's rank of 4 pearls is like. Is that like the right the 4 strongest, or are there some other ranks, or is that like a or is it like an elite group of knights who all get split into like different ranks? It's kind of difficult to say. So yeah, in that said, it's kind of it's kind of difficult. So you'd think something so close, so in more like it's below that. So you have to question how. So it's not more like anything particularly high. So he's maybe high, but it's like he's the very top, or the very amongst the very tippy top. So yeah, as they are controlling that, so it's unclear. And there apparently there's more of them. It seems like there's kind of common, which makes me think. I mean, I guess there's not a lot of them, but I'm assuming there's more of them. And but yeah, we'll see if there's gonna be more of them. Like maybe these guys are gonna be like the kind of the standard army and camel or something. But yeah, anyways, they have Lance. I'll be like, we are too outclassed, I think. Well, Albion in the Purgatory Lord is outclassed. I wouldn't really say it's generally outclassed. As then we have Mortek say, I sense them in the stomach section. Aim for the belly. As he commands the Arachdo to attack. As then we see energy blasts emerging in the Albion, which kind of looks like it's going to shoot at. And in case you're wondering, it's we find out exactly where the guys were, which I don't think was there beforehand, but now we find out they're actually on the lower part. How much of it is intentional, how much of it was realistic, is up to you to discuss. As then we have the character, as we see, as this show of light, as it strikes from it, which kind of looks like it's popping itself like a balloon. And more notices this as the Arachdo who's getting this build up just got kind of like one shot. Basically, a showing of how powerful Lancelot is again. Because Lancelot was, I mean, I think we can all agree that what Lancelot was doing was showing off his power. As we see the thing slowly crumbling away, it's most like, no way! So he knew that Lancelot was gonna be in his own tier of combat, or at least I think he put them above. He put all the 4 knights except for Percival on upper level, while he Percival a little bit down. But it's kind of weird how he was like surprised that it was like one shot basically. As then we have Lancelot saying, Stomach Ray. The Albion's most powerful attack. Nothing can stop it, huh? As he's like full badass and chill, like yeah, he just took it down, but I'm gonna put it on Albion. As then we have Isolde be like, seriously, and as well, like, and Isolde and Nauseates will all have. Are you seriously gonna be saying this? Uh, but some seems more like taken aback by the showing of power again, because it blew up straight from where they were, for the whole Albion straight for the creature. Then we see Chia and Tristan also having the same kind of expression that Isolde and Nauseance and Anne had. As Donnie is freaking out, it's like, wait, that was your bow and arrow! Because damn, that was so amazing. Because again, like, that was amazing. It's just the way how he tried to give Albion his credit and all that. Even though again, it wasn't Albion that took it down. Honestly, it didn't even seem like it damaged it much. Or at least I don't think it did much. I mean, I guess it was a little bit of damage, but nothing really to write home about. As as Lancha just puts his bow back, uh, as he tells Donnie, "What? No, this is the Albion special move." As Donnie's just playing along with, sure, whatever. I mean, if Lanza wants to say it's a special move by Albion, then it can be a special move by Albion. You're not gonna argue. As then we have Nausea to explain to us, Gassi really hates the idea of the Albion losing this fight. Yeah, this is 100% Albion versus that Purgatory Beast battle. And in the final blow was definitely Albion. As then we have Anne being like, is he... He really is a kid, isn't he? You all are. You're all 16. You all act childish. Like, none of you are always adult. Lanza is just the first... This is just literally the first time I think that Lanza was acting so overly childish. But, yeah. Anyways, then we have Percival... Well, not really... I'm not exactly certain what not Percival heard, but there's like a little speech bubble or behind or around Percival that apparently Percival hears something as Percival like turns his back to turns himself around. It's like, huh? Did someone just talk to me? As he's kind of like looking around and if there was like someone there. As then we have Nazian and Donnie looking at him. Since, I mean, is that not one of your abilities now? Are you gonna tell me there's something else going on that you are unable to hear? Now, who this could be or who could this be referring to? I don't know. Like, maybe it's the Behemoth talking, maybe it's the Albion talking, maybe it's Zarundu, but I think Zarundu would have revealed himself since, he already revealed a lot of things, unless if he says something that only Percival should not hear. But I don't really know. Then we have Albion falling down, as we have one member. We have the six knights, or the Chaos Knights, jumping down. As more screaming, the Albion's falling. As then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As then we have a bit of a crash as we see the Chaos Knights like just managing to get out. Like they goes cleanly. Like they are a bit like okay, more like a Tamio do fall down, but they are able to regain their footing. But the other ones seem to just fall on their backs or something. Which noticeably, I don't think there is 7 of them anymore because like it's too far. We just gotta get like the wide perspective and all, but I'm not saying there's all of them because I'm referencing this only because one of them is invisible, and if Rosebank does want to return the sword to Percival, I do think she would approach him. And I'm only saying that's because of a possibility, and it's difficult to say which ones were the ones that fell. I mean, I think we see the guy's feet of the big guy. I think see Livet's hat. The other two are a bit more difficult to see as we have Motlek looking up. Okay, actually, no, we see Rosbeck. Yeah, she is there with them, which is kind of difficult to say at first. Although it seems like you're kind of switching perspective, which ones was which. But yeah, anyways, there we have Lancelot on top of the Albions. They all kind of emerge immediately to go up on them. As then we have Lancelot be like, "So it's you, huh? The dogs have been sniffing around for us." As we see all of them there, like we see Anne and Solar walking slowly behind them. We see Donnie, Percival, and Nazia's walking more fiercely. As we have Trisha and Gian also behind them. Funny enough, Gian and Trisha and Anthony are on Lancelot's left right side while everyone else is on Lancho's left side, which I'm only noticing because Isola is not with them. You think she'll be like in that kind of split, but no. But yeah, anyways, we see Mortler, Rosebank, the three-headed Tomo Olivet, and the other I'm assuming I'm a bit more behind. So yeah, we're going to have the battles with the Chaos Knights next chapter. So how do I? So yeah, I think I already think saying my thoughts on how the battles are gonna break down. Although there's still a possibility of the battle not going that route. It's difficult to say specifically since like we previously thought that Lancelot would be distracted by something, but there's nothing in it right now that would distract Lancelot. Unless he's been like that overpowered character dick round where they are basically just kind of sit down to let the weaker ones do it, and if there's any kind of trouble at the end, he'll do it himself personally. Which, to be fair, would still be intimidating since they wanted to take out person on their own since they didn't want to fight 1v1 against 1v group against like Tristan or Gawain, but now they're gonna have to fight all of them. So we'll see on that split. I mean, there could still be something like maybe the behemoth will start rampaging or do the on his back. So I kind of question what he can do. Maybe something else gonna appear. Maybe that arm back is also gonna have like some kind of regenerative capability, so they'll consider multiplex reaction. I doubt that. But we will see on how this goes. Who knows? Maybe there's gonna be some teleportation or something involved that will distract everyone and Lancelot would not be able to participate in the fights. Oh no, maybe Lancelot's gonna beat all the shit all of them. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't really put it past them. I mean, he could, like, legitimately speaking, he could, honestly, Lancelot, if he wanted to, he could have probably taken out the arrows and instead of saying anything and take them all, at least a couple of them out beforehand, but he didn't, so we'll see on the fight. So we gotta see how this is gonna go. And I kind of doubt that we have a brainwash Gawain and the Six Knights of Black showing up. Although, if she has teleportation, they might still do it. It's just up in the air if they are going to do it or not. I mean, again, brainwash. Gawain teleports her and the Six Knights of Black to Lancelot, and they go into clash with them. That could still happen, but we have to wait and see. So, this chapter was like a fun little kind of a build-up chapter to with the fight between the Knights of Prophecy and their companions versus the Chaos Knights. We're gonna start having. We're gonna see how the battles are gonna break down finally, and yeah, it was basically just let's have a fun chapter. Basically, nothing special, but generally a fine one. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you like this chapter reaction. I hope you leave your thoughts on this chapter in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to this channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all you mortals next time. Goodbye.